Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to firstly start by thanking all the HelpAge staff around the world for the fantastic work you do. I, after 3 years as the CEO of HelpAge, continue to love being responsible and leading HelpAge, and I really value the contribution that you are all making to our mission, which is fantastic. I think we've had an incredibly productive year. We've developed our new strategy 2015. We have a phenomenal board of HelpAge International that really is committed to supporting you and us in their work and your work. And I feel that we've had a massive impact across the world, both directly through all the programs that we run, which reaches over 1 million people, but also indirectly through the influencing policy and training work that you've all been leading on. I think we've done a great job this year in building an understanding of Age Helps across the organisation and promoting our communications and our messages to other key audiences. We've also done a phenomenal job internally. I think we always have a great culture in HelpAge of working together, supporting each other, trying to do the best so that we can have the most impact. I think the intranet has helped. We're all using Skype a bit more. Thanks, Eduardo, for that. I think you've given us a good tip a few years ago to sort of get onto Skype, and I think we're all doing that. I think we're a very decentralized organisation, and I really value that everybody has the chance to make their own contribution to HelpAge to make it an effective organisation. And I hope everybody feels motivated by that opportunity and the way we work so that we can sort of achieve more. I think we've done well also in diversifying our funding. It's really exciting what we've been able to do in attracting funding from the German government to develop our social protection unit and our social protection work across the world, and particularly some of the work we've been doing on training in Latin America and in Asia have been really very promising developments. We did fantastic on Age Demands Action on the 1st of October, and all the preparatory work for that continues to be a great growing campaigning frame for our work. I'm very, very convinced that our big step forward in social protection and social pensions gives us a phenomenal platform for next year, for the year ahead. I think in health we've worked out really more clearly where our added value is, and I hope we can develop our program agenda in the coming year. In emergencies we've made big steps forward in many environments. We've really protected and supported older people from our long-term programs in Darfur to the ongoing recovery programs in Myanmar and our new work that we've got into in Gaza. There's phenomenal sort of opportunity in what we've been able to do in emergency work. We've stepped forward into more insecure environments, and we obviously need to look after our staff and make sure that they're safe, but it's been very exciting what we've been able to achieve in emergencies this year. I'm looking ahead. I think we have our new strategy 2015, and our big opportunity or big challenge to all of you and me is that we've got to try and double our impact and double our reach by 2015, and that's going to be dependent on the energy of all of us and the ingenuity and innovation of all of us to find a way to do that. But I'm sure that we will succeed. Next year we're also going to open up the beginnings of public fundraising in Spain. That gives us an alternate source of funding in a few years' time that will make a big difference to the strength of HelpAge to continue to scale up and reach more older people in our work across the world. I'm also convinced we're going to do more work in emergencies of a higher quality, which is very exciting. We're going to continue to place emphasis on evidence, campaigning and policy work so that we can really lever the maximum influence from our program agenda. I know everybody in HelpAge works phenomenally hard and is very committed to their work, and I hope over the end of this year that if you manage to take a few days off, you can have a rest and come back in 2010 really geared up for next year. The final thing I would say is we're doing work on an environmental policy, building out of some of the early thinking we've done on climate change. I think we all know that climate change is going to exacerbate and amplify challenges for older people living in tough environments in the years to come. and I'm very committed to making sure that we ourselves firstly implement an environmental policy that's sound, and I ask you all to come in on that and have a go at sort of being more environmentally thoughtful in our programs and in how we operate our offices and how we operate as individuals, but also in terms of the general issues of climate change, that we try and get our head around it so that we can actually make sure that we can position our partners. Finally, I think I'm a great believer in the network. I think HelpAge International is only one part of the solution, and I think growing our network and building strategic alliances beyond our network is going to be absolutely crucial for us to have an impact on global aging, to make sure that older people really can live dignified lives in the future. So I really hope that we can place some emphasis in 2010 on supporting and building our network. So lastly, I hope you have a great break and come back invigorated for the new year, and I look forward to working with you in the future.